Alright, so I'm going to show you how to replace the front tire on a Ducati S2R. Right now we have the back tire already off and I have this stand. I took like a normal car jack and I just jacked up one side of the front all the way to the top, and I put a cinder block underneath the other side, and that's what's keeping the tire off the ground. So that one stand helps out a ton when you're working on this bike. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to loosen up these two bolts here and these two bolts here on this side, which kind of release the grip on the axle. Then we're going to remove this nut as well. This nut right here is a 28mm and these nuts right here are 12mm. So we'll also take off the calipers right here. To do it, it takes a size 8 Allen wrench on these two bolts right there. I've already taken this side off. This one does have the steel braided brake lines, so it should be fine just hanging here. But if you're really nervous about it, you can zip tie it up on the outside just to kind of help support its own weight and not hurt anything. Probably a good idea, because when you're pulling the tire out it's going to hit it up anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and zip tie mine right outside of here. So the axle was sticking out a little bit, just took a rubber mallet and hammered it in from this side. And then from this side, if you can lift the wheel up a little bit, it should be able to be pulled out, whether by hand or by some pliers or something. You just really don't want to damage this edge. So what a lot of people do is they'll grab like a wooden dowel or like a broom handle and like stick it right here and just kind of pound away at it. At the end of it, to push it all the way through. Really helps if you have two people. So you can pull the axle out. Make sure not to like let it lay completely on the ground, because you don't want it to get like dust and grime and stuff up on you here. And I'll show you how to put new axle grease. Looks like this one, hardly any grease on there at all. I'll show you how to put new axle grease on there before we put it back in. So the tire's good to come out. And depending on your shop, you might need to take off these rotors. My shop says it's fine to leave them on when they're replacing the rubber part of the tire. So yeah, we're good to go. So we got the axle. I've got it all brushed off, so all the dirt and stuff and all the old grease is off of it. The tire actually only rotates from about here to here. So I'm just going to put grease in that area. The part where it's sitting inside of the front forks doesn't need to be greased. So just get a little bit of grease on there like that. Just kind of evenly spread it all over the place. It needs to be about that thick all the way around, so just barely on there. Because when you stick it all the way through the bike, a lot is going to scrape off anyway. So also right here on the tire, it tells what direction it's rotating, so you want to make sure that it's obviously in there the right direction. And then this bike also has a spacer between the wheel where the axle just goes through in the outside fork. So make sure you get the spacer back in there. And then that's pretty much it. Just kind of tap it back in with a rubber mallet, something soft. Make sure it gets all the way in. I'll post a link in the video description for the tires. They're really cheap on Amazon. Best place to get them. So just look in the video description for that. There you go, we're back on the ground. Everything's tightened down. These are what's super important to kind of pinch the axle in place, so make sure those are tight. But yeah, if you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comments. I put everything you need in the description, like the back jack, different parts that you'll need for it. So just go ahead and search through everything. It's on Amazon. Amazon's the cheapest place to buy all this stuff. But anyway, if you have any comments, leave them in the comments. If you like this video, make sure to like it, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.